Guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to be making a cookie butter cake, you guys, and I want to tell you that this is a copycat from Nothing But Bun. They did say that they used a spice cake mix, so that is what we are using. I got the Duncan Hines brands because I pretty much stand behind them. Like, their cakes are so good. So it says use 3 eggs and a half a cup of oil and then a cup of water. So we are going to use, of course, a half a stick of butter, add a half a cup of oil. Then we're going to be also using some pudding mix. I added butterscotch pudding and also some French vanilla pudding. I added half a pack of butterscotch, okay? And then I added the French vanilla. And then I'm going to be using 4 eggs instead of 3. So that's what I'm using to enhance this cake. I forgot to let my butter get to room temperature, so I put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. And then I put it in there, and then I'm using a half a cup of vegetable oil. And this is going to make this cake bouncy and moist, okay? And now I am going to add some Mexican vanilla. Don't ask me how much. Just go ahead and pour your vanilla inside of your cake mix, and voila, you're good. And I am using whole eggs. And no, I am not doing the way that I do pound cakes. And sometimes I don't even do my pound cakes one at a time. I'm putting all the eggs in here at once. All of them. Then I am just going to go ahead and I'm going to use a whisk, y'all. I'm going to use a whisk to go ahead and whisk this cake up. You see I got everything in here, everything, until it is well combined. Now, do not overmix your cake because you don't want it to not be able to rise. Overmixing it will keep it from rising, make it dense. We don't want none of that. So as soon as you don't see any more of that powder stuff no more, the powder stuff, the cake mix is done. So as you can see, it's done. Now, I usually get my pan together prior, but I had forgot which pan I was going to use. So we picked this one. Now I am just oiling it up, and I am using my brush, my kitchen brush, to brush oil all around, and then I'm going to add some flour. And now with the flour, I'm just going to sprinkle it around, and then I am going to turn it upside down over the garbage can so that way the flour is all around the edges and the middle part too. You can definitely use some baking spray. I just didn't have none, so I did this. And then also you can make some, whatever, I forgot what you call it, but you can make some with like oil and flour and butter. So adding all of my cake mix to my pan, and then once I do that, I am just going to crunch up some cookies and put them on the bottom. If you do decide to add some to your cake mix, just make sure that you don't crumble them up because you don't want to, again, you don't want to dry out your cake. So if you add some to your cake mix the same way that I showed with the cookie tip, make sure that they are in pieces. Now I'm just going to shake this around a bit just to even it out, but not too much because I don't want it to go crazy. Now I have some Biscoff butter cookies that I'm putting on the bottom here. Now for the cookie butter that I'm going to use, I'm not using Biscoff, if you can see it over there in the corner. But I'm adding this cookie butter cookies all around the bottom of it so that when it cooks and I flip it over, these cookies are going to be at the bottom. And you guys, this is how it looks now. I put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 58 minutes is what I end up taking it out at. I didn't do a done test because I was able to look at it and see that it was done. I let it set upside down for about 5 minutes, and then I let it set on top of my cookie pan after I flipped it for about 10. Okay, so now taking this off, you guys, look at that. Just a beautiful cake. Now it does have like little marks from the flour, but it's okay. It's absolutely fine, okay? All right, so I'm moving that over because I got some cream cheese here. And this is cream cheese buttercream. I am going to add a video later to show you how to make this cream cheese buttercream, but I have other buttercream recipes on my channel as well. And I added that to my piping bag with just a circle piping tip. And I want to let that sit while I melt my cookie butter because I forgot to do that. And I'm using the Great Value brand because I promise you, this one tastes way better than that Biscoff stuff. And it's like $2 or $3 cheaper. $2 or $3 cheaper. So while that is setting, because I put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds, and then I'm just going to let it come to room temperature because I don't want to use it while it's hot. I am going to go ahead and I am just going to pipe between each line with this cream cheese buttercream frosting. And when I tell y'all, this frosting is so good. It's the cream cheese. It's definitely the cream cheese. And in all honesty, somebody could have told me. So I think one of my kids was down here at this point that I missed a spot over here when I was piping this buttercream. But it's okay. It still turned out good. I don't know if I went back and piped it when I turned it around because this is turnable, this little cake pan that I am using. Y'all, it's not even a cake pan, it's a cake holder, but whatever. So I added in some cheesecake buttercream in the middle just to fill that hole that's there. And trust me, when you taste it, you're going to want to add some more too. So now I'm going to go ahead and I am just going to sprinkle this buttercream all around the cake, just like wop, 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 like whoop-de-doo or whatever, wherever you want it at, just to make it look extra pretty. And of course, this is a cookie butter bundt cake. And now I'm going to crunch up some cookies over the top of the cake, and just this is giving it more flavor, more beautifulness, and also a little bit of crunch. And plus, you need these, but if you ain't got it, don't worry about it, you can use the cookie butter. But look at that cake, you guys. Oh my goodness, this is definitely a cake for the table. This was the cake for my table. So now I'm going to go ahead and try it. I was doing my happy dance. I called my daughter down here, and I am going to go ahead, and I got some extra cream cheese and some extra cookie butter icing that I can apply to my slice. And yes, we are using some styrofoam plates, paper plates, whatever you want to call it, because honey, I don't want to wash no dishes, nor do I want to load the dishwasher. So here we go. I am going to add some extra cookie butter icing on top, the cookie butter that I melted, and I'm going to just go ahead and take a moment of silence before I dig in, because baby, this cake smells so good. And I know it's delicious, extremely delicious. So you guys, here I go, moment of silence. If y'all don't go ahead and make this cake, make this cake, make this cake, make this cake. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching my video. Make sure you go ahead and share this out, like and subscribe, and go ahead and make this cake. Leave me a comment below too. See ya.